I thought we battled back in the second half there. We obviously didn't start out the best first half we could have. I thought defensively, opening the 4 field goals, that's pretty good. Would love if they didn't let the ball get down there to the red zone to start with, but thought they did a great job once they got down there, kind of bowing their backs. At halftime, we just talked about, hey, play one play at a time, get back in this thing, play the way we're supposed to play, make it about us, play with great effort, play with great energy. Thought we did that for the most part. Take the lead there, and then surprise or Pooch kick it on the kickoff, and we're able to recover. Thought we had a little momentum going there, so great job by those guys executing that. They've been working that all week. Thought it was there. Thought there was a lot of grass there. It actually came out in a different look than they showed on film, but the guys adjusted and were able to recover it. So good job. And got 3 points out of that. And then played pretty good football in the second half. Started running the football. You see T.J. Engelman in there moving the football down the field. Marlon Gunn and those guys doing a good job running the football. And then able to take the lead there. And then they hit the big shot over the middle, which as a DB, you just got to try to stay on top and get that one on the ground. So. And I just told the football team, we got to fix, the little things. The little things against a good football team will get you beat. And they did tonight. So we got to make sure we clean those things up and get ready for a Tulsa team next Thursday.
It feels like, obviously, momentum's a big part of football. It's like when y'all get it as a team, y'all look really good. How do you find a way to get in both halves at times?
Yeah, you can't let circumstances, situations affect your energy or affect your momentum. You got to go at it every single snap, and we got to do a better job of that. And some of that's gaining confidence as you go and being a somewhat of a young football team or a team that hasn't won, big games. And when you have confidence in winning those big games, you don't let that phase you. You can kind of fade in and out. And we got to do a better job with that, as coaches and as players all.
What happened on that delayed game? What was the ref's explanation?
Yeah, so they're holding the ball for the substitution. We sub, so they're matching the subs, and the officials up there holding the ball. And Darius snaps it, and I told those guys, Darius is not going to snap the football unless he hears a clap. Obviously, Caton's not clapping because the official's in front of him. I said defensively, I didn't see it, but somebody might have clapped. And at the end of the day, it's a delay game on us, so we'll take the penalty there. So we had some critical penalties today, 3rd and 1 in the first half, 3rd and 4 in the first half. Down there at the red zone, you got a chance to be on the 1 yard line and have a couple shots out of there as well. So those certainly kill you.
Coach, the third down defense tonight was pretty amazing. Just how much did you get in the game in your third down defense?
Except for the last third down. Yeah. I thought we were doing a better job, all in all about it. Kind of locking in on it. Love to see us, squat the corner there on the last third down and sprint out. But all in all, I think we're doing a pretty good job. And those guys keep battling their tails off. They got some deep overs and some country routes. You'd like to see the hook players play up on those guys and carry those things so they're not open across the middle, because they get behind your coverage and clear the deep players out. And there's a pocket there, so we got to do a better job of carrying those guys up the hook players.
This week you talked about how Red Sox was going to be one of the harder ones that you saw this year, one of the harder quarterbacks you saw this year. But what did he do tonight?
He's a good quarterback, and certainly I think you've seen him dialed up pretty good in there. I thought we did a good job, not letting him hurt us with his legs, and that's where he's had 4 rushing touchdowns against Duke, and has done that against every opponent this year. I thought we did a pretty good job of keeping him in front of us, even on the scrambling downs, playing some spy, playing some situations, and bringing pressure at the right time. But he didn't miss in the pass game much. So, hats off to him, hats off to Tulane. And John Summerall's done a heck of a job here. I think he's 5th in college football and winning percentage right now. So hats off to those guys. I mean, they're a good football team, and certainly a favorite in this conference.
I was going to say, it seemed like at times, obviously there were zone beaters, but y'all had guys in the areas and just understanding where they need to be, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we got to do a little better job playing a little stickier coverage and denying coverage, especially even though it's zone. You still can play some stickier and some heavier on some guys, and your hook players got to play up. So, ways to fix that is getting some man or get to some of your quarter stuff, which basically turns into man. So we try to do that a little bit more in the second half.
To outrush a team like this, what does that give your team confidence-wise moving forward?
Yeah, they're a team that can rush the football. I mean, they run the football, stop the run, and you certainly saw that in the first half. I mean, they were kind of smothering that thing. I think we hit the big ball down to Anthony down the sideline here, and kind of opened up the run game quite a bit. But I think those are things like, hey, you can build on, on both sides of the football, and just, making the team one-dimensional. And then, I don't know that we'll see a better quarterback. I know there's some good ones coming up. Tulsa's kids are freshmen. The Simon kids are returner at Temple. Charlotte's got, his guy will be playing, starting a bunch of games. And then you got the kid at Memphis, all pretty good players. But I think Westlaw maybe as good as we see in the conference.